Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. And become a member. There's lots of perks, and also the Steve Cannon photo, which is absolutely beautiful. Love it. 1 of 3. Anyway, we'll start off with OMI on the day. We are at 00084, so we're only down about 0.2% on the day, which is actually not bad, all things considered. We are at 659,000 in volume. Again, really not liking the way the chart looks. Not that it's like, oh, I think this is going to go bad. I just think that I don't like it when it moves like a penny stock. Crypto Rain had a video today where he brought on someone talk about the price of OMI, saying it might be doing a reverse head and shoulders. This looks like it is in its kind of its consolidation. It is on its leg down. And I think he said the next point of, not resistance, the opposite of that, the next point of support is at 00072. I was like, okay, that's cool. I don't mind if it goes down there. However, he did go out and say like, hey, I'm stacking here. This is something that, this is a buy zone for me. And it's a buy zone for me too. And it's a buy zone for my whale. It's a buy zone. I had convinced him the other day to go and I did it in the video yesterday. Or I went over that he had taken about 100 ounces of silver, put it into cash, we bought some OMI with it, and we're going to do the same thing tomorrow. Now, silver has actually gone down a little bit. So silver is like the world's best stable coin. It was at $23 for like 10 years, and now suddenly, last 2 days, down to like 22.05, 22.50, whatever it is. And it just decided to go down. I don't know why. Either way, it just went down just a little bit. But he'll be able to get like another 2-ish million OMI with that. Just because the price of silver had gone down. As long as the price of OMI stays commensurate with the price of silver right now, which they're not correlated in any way, but I'm just saying if it does, he'll be doing this multiple more times. His goal is to get 50 million. He's at 34 million, 34.5 right now. His goal is to get 50, and then we're going to push him to get to 69. Everyone comment nice down below with 69. Speaking of what he has done and what the other whales are doing right now, we have him going and getting a number 58 and a number 76, Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. We have him going a number 44, The Thing. I was so close to getting this. It was there at like 239 or something. Like, well, Chavez, that's a lot for The Thing. Aren't they like $5? Yes, they are. Aren't there like 28,000 of them? There's actually 28,909 of them. There's 20,999, but Veve keeps 90, so it's 28,909. That is why they're so stupid low in number. Okay, well, why were you fighting to pay so much for this? Well, it is a sub 100. So sub 100s in general, for a lot of popular Marvel characters, I would say the secret rare the common sub 100 should be about 10x the price of the floor. But because this is like 2 years old, and because this is a major character, and it has it came at a time when bots were just rampant on the app. So a lot of them in general are just locked up. A lot of them are sub 100s that are locked up in suspected bot accounts. So in this case, I'd be like, well, the price of the floor of the sub 100 should be about 20 times the floor of it. Okay, so well, that's about 80-ish. Let's say 90. Okay, well, a sub 50 should probably be double that, about 180. So this is the number 44. I know it's 239, a little bit higher than what my formula kind of gives you, but it's the cheapest out there. Like, there was nothing even close to this. There was one, but it wasn't a sub 50. It's like number 57 for 299. So like, I want to get this. He's like, okay, let me get it, and then I'll do something for you. So I said, okay, I'll let you get this, and I won't take it if you take more silver and convert into OMI. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. He'll be getting up to about 36-ish, 36.5, 36.7. And then he'll be doing more, like I said, as long as the price of silver and OMI stays down here. He'll be doing that. Something else that he had done was he had gone on, or I had bought the Adam Warlock number 80. He's like $22 the floor, which is surprising because I felt like Drax was a bigger character. Drax is also an ultra rare. They have about the same amount of mint numbers. Actually, Adam Warlock has 100 more of him. And Drax is like 18 and Adam Warlock is 22. Now, it might just be because Adam Warlock is his own set. But $22, Drax has this. Drax is about $18, $20. The cheapest that you can get him, sub 100, is about $87. it should be much the same with Adam Warlock. It should be even more because Adam Warlock is more on the floor at 22. But you can get him for like 55. I got a number 80 for 55 gems. So he of course saw that and it's like, oh, you're gonna get number 80. He had already had number 48, and he got number 47 for 100, which I thought was really good. He had also gotten a Deadpool Chimichanga truck, number 105. It was pretty low mint there. He had spent $200 on a Captain Carter number 45. Absolute mad lad. That was the only sub 100 that was there, and it happened to be a really good price. So he happened to go out and do that, which I thought was wild. Of the macro, depending on how OMI and Veve will do, you have Forbes magazine that came out today and said today oil will hit around $300 a barrel. Chavez, what does it have to do with Veve? What does it have to do with NFTs or OMI in general? Well, if oil goes and reaches $300 a barrel, the price would be around $20 a gallon for you guys at the pump, for everyone at the pump. And, you know, kids are complaining now. Kids that are driving nowadays, like, oh, it's $3 something gallon, $4 a gallon. All right, y'all were not driving in like 2008 when price was like $5 a gallon. Y'all. Anyway, even if Forbes is wrong, which they probably are, and it doesn't get to $300 a barrel, it's about $91 a barrel now. Even if it only gets to $150 a barrel, okay, well, that's still a $10 per gallon at the pump. You know, when markets usually do that, it tends to go and oil markets rise, the market tends to go down. We could be in for a little bit of a extended recession. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just kind of what I see happening here. And again, Forbes could be completely wrong. Something could happen. Ordinance could come in. They'd be like, okay, hey, we're going to allow more drilling in the U.S. and Alaska, whatever, more drilling here, and ease our dependence on foreign relations, something like that. But again, that's just, we're just keeping a close eye on it right now. But if that does happen, then expect to be in this bear market just a little longer. Mr. MC1 went out and posted today on the Twitter saying, hi, Veve gold card holders going to New York Comic Con, 71 of us for right now, which is a lot, and more are coming. Says, please check the Veve Gold Card Telegram group for instructions on something special. Ooh, what is that? I don't know. I get it. I'm the biggest proponent of OMI that there probably is in the entire world. Maybe Dr. Stuff is bigger because he's reporting that, you could potentially have OMI at over $1 in this next bull market. And Crypto Rain said that a couple times as well, but he said $1 to another certain amount of dollars. But even I will say that, hey, if you have a decent OMI bag and you have an extra $4,000 or $5,000, whatever, I get it. Give me an extra $100,000, most of it will go to OMI. But that's because I already have 2 gold and silver logos, and I have a number 41. If you go and you take a look at the Veve logo right now, the gold and silver one, this is something that, and I'll go over some more underpriced stuff in a minute, the amounts of value that you get, because again, the price of $44.30, so $4,430 is the floor right now. The price is what you pay, but the value is what you get. It's so immensely much larger than that. The value that you get is insane. It's like the more you spend, the more you save. Comment down below if you get that reference. Nobody got the reference I said the other day. The reference the other day was, if I were a betting man, which I am from time to time, I told people I would give them OMI if they got that reference. It was from a movie called Al Pair 2. Yeah, it was a movie called Al Pair 2. It was a very, very niche movie. It was only on the ABC Family. Anyway, the more you spend, the more you save. Another reference, I won't give out OMI for this. I'll give you a gold star. I'll buy you a drink next time I see you if you get that reference. That is 100% worth it to me. And obviously, like I said, I've said multiple times, I'll say 100,000 more times is not financial advice. But if you're able to go to some of these events, which I get it, okay, well, I got the logo, now I have to go and spend, $500 on airfare, I have to spend, $1,000 on hotels, I have to spend, Ubers and all that. It's costing me $6,000, $7,000 just to get to these events. I get it. It's a lot for most people. And this is not this is not meant for everyone. I mean, it's meant for people that, just love the scarcity, love the fam, they want to have that level, whatever. But eventually there's going to be people who be like, oh, I don't care about the other expenses, just give me the logo, because they know what they can get with that. And I've done multiple videos on this. I won't go super crazy, but I had someone give me a call today And it's like, hey, Randy, I'm going to get a logo. Should I go and spend the extra money on something that's sub 100? And as I've said, I kind of alluded to and hinted at with the thing is sub 100 super special because there's 29,000 of them almost. So the sub 100s, there's so few and far between. I think it's worth it for that. It commands a higher premium. But the gold and silver Veve logo, however, it really doesn't. Like if you can get one very close to floor, sure, that's fine. But the cheapest one you can get is $6,800, so close to that 69. And I told him, like, listen, I would much rather you know, the person that called me, if you had that $6,800, I would not rather you get the number 89. I would much rather you go and say, okay, well, it's 6,800. What's the difference between that and the bottom two of the logos? 4430 and 5,000. That is 9430. I would much rather them put on the extra $2,600, $2,630, and then get just two logos, you know, on the floor. I mean, this way the price jumps to like 5,700. And honestly, I really don't think someone would buy that at 5,700. The floor has been 4430 for like a week. It hasn't moved. Yeah, we've had other prices above the 4,000. Could this go lower at some point? Yeah, but a lot of this really is in the hands of people that really don't need to sell. And as time goes on, they're really not going to need to sell. So that's what I told them there. Like, for the logo, for the Miles Morales, it doesn't really matter. And I just want to check the Miles Morales here too, again, as well, just because I had, again, one of my newer whales go and say, hey, my Miles is doing really good. Should have bought the whole thing. It's like, you don't have a secret rare Miles yet. It's like, no, it's too much. He'll put in like, he spent like $1,000 today, and he'll do that on random days. But he won't go in and put it all at once for a Miles Morales. Like, this is perfect. But yeah, see, like, there's a number 94 right at the floor. It's like $1,000 above it, but it's right there. At that point, if you wanted a sub 100 just to flex, I'd be like, okay, grab that one. You're already spending in the five figures. What's in the $900 to $1,000? That's fine. Anywho, moving on. So I didn't even want to address this yesterday because I didn't want to bring attention. I make mountains out of molehills. But you have other people that are like, I swear they're just using this for clout, just using it for clickbait FUD, just for impressions on Twitter or X. If I wanted to, and I wanted to go and make the, you know, thumbnails, and I wanted to go and put those clickbait titles, and you know, edit my videos and do whatever, I would have 20,000 subscribers by now. But I don't, because I just feel that the content, you know, as long as the content's good and you're giving out good stuff that is useful to people, that people won't get really anywhere else, especially analysis. To me, I don't get as big of an audience, but I get the right audience. The audience says, okay, well, Randy knows what we're talking about. I want his insight, et cetera, et cetera. That's why you see me in this little grandma room over here. The two things that are in the background are worth more than my car. Not much is worth more. There isn't much that isn't worth more than my car. But before I continue babbling on about this, it is the SEC and NFTs, where it's like, oh, the SEC just, you know, put a nail in the coffin in NFTs. Guys, listen, what they did was they took stoner cats as an unregistered security because they touted that the price of the NFTs could increase and took other steps that led investors to believe that they would profit. You cannot do that. Veve has never done that. David's even gone on and says, like, this isn't meant to be an investment. This is just meant to be collectibles. Like, he says that because he has very smart people around him going and saying, hey, if you say you could buy this and make a huge profit, that's not good. You'll be a security that'll meet a prong, in the Howey test. And for other companies to go and say, I know why they're saying this. I know why they do it, so they can sell stuff, so they can make money. They're not worried about, 2 years from now. They're just worried about what they're doing now and the sales numbers now. And I get that. I would never do that, but I get it. Veve's never done that. But you have people say, like, oh, what does this mean for Veve? Does this mean we're done? Like, oh my God, guys. So let me go and read what the SEC says here. Here's the SEC order finds that Stoner Cats marketed its knowledge of crypto projects, touted the price of their NFTs could increase, and took other steps that led investors to believe they would profit from selling NFTs in the secondary market. It's therefore hardly surprising, as the order finds that the Stoner Cat sold its entire supply of NFTs in just 35 minutes, generating the proceeds of over $8 million most of which then resold, not held as collectibles, in the secondary market within months. Registration of securities, including crypto assets securities, protects investors by providing them with disclosure so they can make informed investing decisions, said Carolyn Welshens, Associate Director of the SEC's Home Office. Now, the SEC might be feckless. They are, but they are not incompetent. They will go after cases that they think, they'll go after any case that they want to, but they'll really only super pursue cases that they think they can win. They know they can win. The Stoner Cats is a slam dunk. Veve, I think, is actually one of the companies that actually could go and say, okay, we're just going to do it. We're going to, do all this paperwork. We have the funding to become securities. I know that's what Republic did. Ken Gwynn, who's been on the podcast, is a good friend of mine, love that man, is CEO of Republic, got over $1 billion in assets under management. They were going to roll out a token. There's like, hey, let's make this a security. And they go do the paperwork. That's why it was delayed like a couple years, but they did it. I'm not saying that Veve should do this. I'm just saying that, it's something that Veve could do at some point if they wanted. Also in the Macro, Bitcoin Magazine says, breaking, 800 billion asset manager Deutsche Bank partners to offer Bitcoin's custody for institutions. The bank can now hold crypto directly for clients. So for the first time, the German banking giant will be able to hold a limited number of cryptocurrencies for its clients. Most likely it'll just be, say, Bit, maybe USDC, and ETH. I'd say those three right now. Eventually they might get to Solana, they might get to Cardano, BNB, etc. What else do they do on top of that? I don't know. Could I see them holding OMI at some point? Maybe. OMI is really going to be kind of the token of like the people, not necessarily, the big banks that really don't understand what it is. They don't understand tokenomics. They don't understand any of this. The big banks would really want something that's just a little more stable. And when OMI decides to go and when Veve decides to go and launch these on exchanges after we have more utility at some point next year, yes, we will be more stable. Also, I got another call from somebody asking about, and I went over this yesterday, but I guess I'll do this every day as long as people keep bringing it to my attention. Asking like, hey, Randy, we had, there was someone on Facebook that my profile say, hey, listen, we have new 2023 OMI tokens. You're a winner. Click on this link to claim. Guys, I went over this, but if you see anyone going and saying, hey, click here for free tokens, that is most 100% a scam. So when it says OMI, oh, hey, click here for your estimated million new OMI tokens, a scam. You will hear it if you're on Twitter and you're active on there. You'll hear it on Twitter, or you'll hear it from me because I make new videos every single day about all the going-ons in the OMI world. They are not doing this. If anyone goes and says, hey, I have free OMI tokens or free whatever, it do be a scam though. Other news, by tonight at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, that is Thursday, September 14th, so you have like a couple hours before this video, after this video airs, for a chance to win one of 3 exclusive prizes from Veve. 3 lucky winners will be announced on Friday, September 15th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's this week's social media sweepstakes. Go on their TikTok, their most recent video, just comment your username and which cover you like the best on the most recent comic. I chose the ultra rare because it was there's just exclusive artwork. I think that's great. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, meow, meow.